let's take some calls.
Yeah.
We got some people who want to talk. And we're running out of things to say, quite frankly.
I'm tired of you.
Yeah.
This has
already been a long show.
Well, we started at 8.
I was happy to do that.
We started at 8.
Yeah, I was happy to do that. Let's go to Sean in L.A. What's up, Sean?
What's up, guys? Happy Friday. Thanks for taking my call.
Absolutely.
So I wanted to share because, my day off, and I'm not going to be working next week. The draft is Tuesday, so this is my last chance.
Yeah.
My last chance to get my dream scenario out for this offseason. And I'm going to solve for everything. I'm going to solve for the present. I'm going to solve for the future. Just remember that this is a dream scenario.
All right.
Emphasis on the dream. Here we go. What we're going to do is so the Slater article mentioned how the Pelicans want to be able to move into the first for Trey Murphy. There's 2 ways to do this. Steiny, you suggested possibly trading back with Charlotte, which would give you the 14th and the 18th for the 11th. You move one of those picks and Draymond for Trey Murphy. The other way is OKC. They're in some cap trouble. They would love to move down the line into future years drafts and move one of their 12th or 17th pick. You could also take one of your future picks and trade for the 17th or the 12th pick. It would probably be the 17th. Then you trade the 17th or Draymond for Trey Murphy. So there's 1 of 2 ways there to get Trey Murphy. I love either one of them. And you keep your first-round pick this year, whether it's 11, 14, 17, whatever. You can still get a Kareem Lopez, a Cam Carr, but whoever the athletic young guy is, whatever his name is, you can still draft that player. So now you have him, you have Trey Murphy. You go into free agency. Personally, I think Porzingis is a defensive liability. So I would love, if possible, to sign either a defensive big, whether it's like a Drummond or a Hartenstein or whoever, some defensive force down low that you could sign in free agency. If you end up bringing back Porzingis, so be it. But I would just lean more towards an athletic defensive big. Then, right, to cap it all off, what you do at some point between July free agency and January, between the aspiration bubblings or, maybe the Clippers start a little slow again, I think in my dream scenario, at some point, Kawhi will become available for Jimmy Butler, 2 future firsts, and maybe a couple seconds. So that would be like 3 total future first-round draft picks. You give OKC your 2029 or your 2030, something like that, and you would end up giving the Clippers, let's say, next year 2027 and either your 29 or 2030. But you also, in my scenario, you have all these young guys. You have Trey Murphy. You have your draft pick this year. You have your draft pick in 2028. So you're not mortgaging the entire future. You still got Guy Santos and Pods in this scenario. And, it's the best of all worlds. A starting lineup of Steph Curry and Trey Murphy, Splash Bros 2.0, electric offense, huge numbers. Next to Kawhi, next to Guy Santos at the 3-4 hybrid, and then a defensive center like a Drummond or a Hartenstein. That's definitely a playoff team, so you wouldn't even need the draft pick next year. And you got guys like Pods in your draft pick this year, Kareem Lopez coming off the bench. You fill in with some free agents or whatever, Gary Payton or whoever. Yeah. And then, you got a squad for the next couple of years, and you still got a bright future with some draft picks, and you got your young guys, your draft pick this year, and your Trey Murphy and your Guy Santos. So you're still young. It's the best of all worlds. I just solved the Warriors dynasty.
Okay. I'll tell you what. I got
send that to Latham and Mike Dunleavy. Damn.
I've got to go over that too, and I got to get into some detail. I'll know more about that trade in about 4 days when I decipher it. Those moves.
But he was man. I would love me some Trey Murphy III, man.
How about we keep it simple? The Warriors and Charlotte Hornets have discussed draft scenarios, with Golden State exploring the possibility of acquiring one of Charlotte's 2 first-round selections, number 14 and 18. However, the Hornets reportedly are leaning toward keeping both picks. Could you do something with Charlotte? Get 2 picks for 1, just move back a little. OKC's got 2 picks right in back you. Would you do something like that? That almost sounds too good to be true for me in terms of possibly getting 2 top 20 picks in this draft. I would do that.
Yeah.
I would absolutely do that.
But I love me some Trey Murphy III, so he threw that in there, Steiny. I mean, we haven't had a player like that in forever.
I mean, my first question would be, why do the Pelicans want Draymond Green?
Yeah, that part. That part.
I mean, that's the
he needs to go. If he goes somewhere, it's to a competitor.
Let's go to Daryl at Alameda.
D.
Hey, Daryl, how you doing?
Hey, good morning, guys.
Yeah. Hey, how are you?
Man, I'm going old school here.
Do it.
In the days of Jerry West, when he was with the Lakers, when he was with Memphis, when he was with the Warriors, his philosophy, get rid of them a year early while you can get value and move on. This new day of, we got to appease the superstar and we got to build around a 30 or 40-year-old player is absolutely crazy. You are not going to win a championship building around a 30-plus-year-old or a 40-year-old guy. And, yes, I'm including the Lakers because I'm a diehard Laker fan. Please take LeBron. I keep saying that. Take Bronny, too.
How come you don't like LeBron?
I'm saying,
too old.
Too old?
LeBron, no, it's not too old. The theatrics that come with LeBron. You look at the Lakers over the past 8 years, they've made horrible decisions, and him and Clutch have been a part of all of them.
That's a good point.
And they keep touting, oh, look, we got a championship in the bubble.
Yeah, you got it.
A short season, and literally, he hasn't been anything but dead weight. We got rid of our young guys who are flourishing throughout the league right now. And we got a 42-year-old dude that's talking about, I want $50 million. Man, get out of here with that stuff.
Daryl, you're speaking my language.
Jerry West philosophy.
But a title's
Thank
a
you,
title.
Daryl.
I would tell Daryl, I know people throw rocks at the bubble. But Steiny, that was a title. They won it. So they did. The LeBron experience to me was a success because they delivered. Him and AD and Caruso.
I'm always emboldened. I'm emboldened when I hear a caller like Daryl, who's been around like me, and who knows what he's talking about, agreeing with me. It's insanity.
Well, it looks like he's coming back, and they're going to break him off some chicken.
Talking about
the Warriors.
What the Warriors may be trying to attempt to do is insanity.
It's the price of a dynasty.
No,
man.
It doesn't have to be. The dynasty's over.
Yeah, but
move on. Move on, Joe.
If you're loyal and you're real and your family and you've built bonds, and Steph Curry is a transcendent player like he's been to this area and your organization, this is not this is what you want, Stoney. Yeah, you kind of wish you could do this or that, and they might, but I doubt it. Steph is going to be treated like what he is, royalty.
Well, and that's a sure way to jeopardize your future.
Well, no, you hit this 11th pick, and you hit number 2 when you had a chance, and you hit Kuminga.
It's too late for that.
Yeah, well, those are heirs that had nothing to do with the chef.
Right, so you don't pay Steph crazy money because you made a mistake 5 years ago.
No, you don't feel like they're in debt to Steph.
In debt.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Debt. Look, that's really what it comes down to. There's two schools of thought. There's one group of people like me that respect Steph, know he's one of the greatest players of all time, know he's had a great career, but look at this thing realistically, and we've also seen it happens. The greatest players get old.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean you have to wreck your organization when a guy's 40, unless you know what you're getting into. I mean, I swear to God, it feels like if I told people Steph will be around for 3 more years and he'll play 60 games in each of the next 3 years, which will be good.
All right.
But you're never going to win more than 40 games. Like, would you take that? I'm just saying, would you take it? Would you take 3 more years of Steph without the playoffs just so he can retire here? My answer would be very simple, no.
Well, I would tell you this.
You don't have to make that deal.
I wouldn't blame Steph as the reason we didn't make the playoffs. Well, that's different. You didn't put that in there, but, I mean, that's a possibility because that's what pretty much last year was about.
What we're also learning is the days of Steph playing 60 games, that doesn't get you to the playoffs automatically.
Well, he didn't do it last year.
Yeah, and If he doesn't do it next year, then they will not have done it 3 out of 4 years.
And maybe I'm operating from emotion, but a lot of people agree with me. And we've seen guys like Steph Curry, greats, GOATs, treated this way. Maybe not Tom Brady at the end in New England because he went somewhere else. But, Steiny, the way that you're talking with your energy, and if this was how you were to run your organization, and I'm not saying this is a bad thing, I really feel like you would call Steph in and say, hey, look, maybe this is, if number 5 is really what you're yearning for and what you're thriving for and why you're still playing, we realistically, we can't get that for you here. Then we'd have the conversation on moving them. But if he says, you know what, I want to retire a dub.
Okay.
And if we win 40, I'm okay.
Okay.
Then, you do it that way. I just don't see that. I don't think that Steph Curry exists. I think he's still playing, when healthy, top-of-the-line basketball and wants to be in a situation to where he's not home April watching playoff series.
Well, he's not in control of that as much as he used to be anymore. And that's what we got to get used to. Mac Zach in Oakland. What's up, Mac Zach? How you doing?
Hey, what's up, fellas? How you guys doing?
Hey, it's Friday. Happy Juneteenth.
Yeah, we actually went to elementary together at Alvarado Elementary. I found out that we're both the same age. And, so I really enjoy.
What's your name? What's your full name, if you don't mind?
Zachary Williams.
Zachary Williams. Okay. Yeah. All right. I got what's up, Zach. Yeah, go ahead.
So anyway, I moved to Oakland in the 4th grade. So that was a long time ago. But anyway, Drew, you have your finger on the pulse of how we feel here in the Bay Area as fans, and I appreciate that a lot of days. But Steiny, even though some would consider him a curmudgeon, he's a lovable curmudgeon, and he keeps us level-headed. And what I agree with him on is, I got a saying, the only thing old I like is money.
Wow, I love that.
If I pull a...
Steiny, a lovable curmudgeon.
Max Zach, you got to call back. Yeah. You're breaking up, but... we got the most important part.
Well, no, we went to Alvarado Elementary, Steiny. Oh, man. Zachary Williams. But the bottom line is he agreed with you. Okay, so how do you move forward? Professors?
Yeah, I've told you a million times. You don't listen.
No, but tell it to Lacob.
He knows.
He knows what?
He knows the right way to go and the wrong way to go. He knows that. And now he's got to make that decision. What, does he want to do the right thing? Or does he want to do the wrong thing?
So what if I know. But what if these words came out of his mouth?
Yeah. Hey,
not to everybody.
You're Joe Lacob?
Yeah.
Hey, Joey.
I want to do right by Steph because he's meant so much to this organization and my pockets.
At the expense of the team, Joe?
No, see, that's too costly. Like it can be, there's a fine line.
So what is, okay, fine. Okay. What does doing right by Steph mean, Joe? That's all.
Bringing him in, asking him about this extension and where he's at physically and what his goals are.
Well, he wants one. He wants an extension.
And we want to show.
What does that look like?
Again, I told you, 2 for 100.
He wants 110.
Nah.
Well, now what?
You know what?
I just got him to bite.
No, you didn't. This is crazy and people won't follow me.
And that's what you're scared of.
No.
You'll lose followers.
Something happened today when I came in. I texted you last night. I was popping in with Lubman. It was just supposed to be Lubman and I. Mm-hmm. But today you grabbed your bag and you were like, "Goo, I'm coming in with you."
Yeah.
That mood, you didn't even know. I quivered. Like, wow.
Mad?
No, like, where's that guy you were going out your way to go with me and do extra work.
That's right.
But now I just realized, because you missed a meeting, you feel a little guilty.
That's not it at all.
Yeah, I put it together.
I feel
you feel a little guilt about the meeting you missed and messed what I had going on up. So you grabbed the bag to come in with me. To like, I love you right now, man.
I don't feel guilt. I don't have that.
My man.
I don't have guilt.
Just let me enjoy this
I did nothing wrong.
No, you did something
I didn't.
right.
I did nothing.
You did so. You righted your wrongs. That's why
I had no wrongs to right. None. And here's the other thing.
Let me have my moment,
and this
baby.
this is the bottom line.
Let me
and this
have
is
it.
who I am. I was wrong. Guru texted me last night, and there's something I can't even remember. I was half asleep.
Oh, okay.
And
yeah, there you go.
Goo's like, yeah, can somebody jump in at 9:20 today? Goo's going to jump in at 9:20 tomorrow.
Right.
And I just thought to myself, it's unfair that they just asked Goo to. I mean, I know I'm in the A chair and I do more work anyway, but it is unfair that they just, hey, Goo, can you do it? And they never ask me to do it. It's not that I'm jealous or I want to do more work. I don't. I just think that's uncool to ask just Guru. And so I was like, I'll do it. I'll just get out of here at 1:10 today.
The Guru computer, that's how. So when you said that with Lacob and Steph being you today to where, you know what, Joe? I'm all jokes aside, I think Steph, it really cut him personally. And
that he's old?
No, professionally.
You better get used to it.
That knee issue happened, and it basically just, the season was done.
Yep.
I think that might have something to do with him. Hey, Joe, you don't even got to, I'm willing to, you know what, really play ball and give something back on the back end. Like, I would not be shocked if that happened. Come on, man. The chef is like Steiny. That nobody saw that coming, and he's got to feel some. How can you go? That's like Jimmy. Hey, my knee's feeling. Can we talk about some new money? That's how I'm feeling, predicated on how that conversation's going.